Hi, Tia here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to pick classes for a college semester. So before every semester, usually way before, you end up going online to choose your classes. So I don't know how you do it, but through Cornell you do the Student Center website, which is basically where you go and you search for classes based on their codes or their name and code, which would be for example, an English class maybe ENGL 2080, something like that. And then you pick out which classes you want, you add them to your schedule, and you make sure you add the right sections at the right time. When it comes to picking schedules, it can be really harrowing, really confusing. So I have some suggestions to help you get through it pretty easily. First things first, make sure you check online to see if there's some kind of website that'll help you put your schedule together. I use Schedulizer a little bit, and then I found out that Cornell actually has a Cornell-specific one called Checkered. So I started using Checkered instead. But you may want to check out Schedulizer and see if your school is under it. It probably is. And it's really nice because they let you basically just drag and drop where you want your classes to be time-wise, and then pick out what you want to take. And it's really easy, and they'll tell you if you have a conflicted schedule, and it's great. And I highly suggest you do that way before you have to sign up for classes. Also, when it comes up to signing up for classes, as some general suggestions, make sure you take the most basic classes first. Not because the later classes will be extremely way more difficult or anything, because they're not. But you don't want to be the senior who's in an intro class, because that's just really awkward. So it's better to get the really easy classes out of the way the first few semesters, your freshman year, and then get on to the cooler ones, which will probably be at later times. So that's another thing. Basics starting classes 1000 level tend to be at 9 a.m. or whatever is earliest for your school, and so you're gonna have to deal with that. But if possible, my advice to you is try to get classes that start at 10 and later, because 9 a.m. and earlier, it's awful and you don't want it. But if you have to take it, you have to take it. And I have to take it. I had to take 9 a.m. classes all this semester and the next semester about Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think. But it's not too bad. It's not horrible, but if you can avoid it, then definitely avoid it. At the same time, sometimes you'll be offered night classes, which are at 7:30 or 9 o'clock at night. And I've never really had one of those, so I can't really give you any input on those. So I don't know how popular they are or what it feels like to go to class at night. I feel like there's kind of a sketchiness level there, but other than that, it's probably nice because you have the whole day to work on stuff for it if you need time. Anyway, so just some basic suggestions. When you're signing up for classes, check out to see if there's some kind of website that'll help you put it together really easily in colorful boxes, and trust me, it helps so much. And also make sure you talk to the professors if their class isn't open but you feel like it should be, because I know that Cornell, it's very confusing. There are all these different websites with what classes there are, and some of them say it's not offered and some of them say they are. Just email them. The professor will be perfectly happy to tell you if there's any confusion. So just set up your classes really early. Use a cool website to do it, because let me tell you, it'll change your life. And try to avoid anything earlier than 10 a.m. because you'll probably regret it. But if you have to do it, you have to do it. And make sure to take those easy classes your freshman year, so you're not a senior in those classes looking like big dummy while everyone around you is a freshman and you're just yeah, this is awkward. So I hope these suggestions help you out, and I will see you in the next video. See ya out.